Hello, what's up, everyone? My name is Opukwaj, my best mark, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the strategy that I use to trade. So, if today is your first time seeing me on your screen, I post trading content on this channel. I've been trading for the past 2 years, and I post my experiences, struggles, and everything here on the channel. So, if this is your first time seeing me on your screen, kindly subscribe to the channel so that we'll grow together. Thank you. So in today's video, as I already said, I'm going to be discussing the strategy that I personally use to trade. Yeah. So before I continue, I would like you to know that it is good that I trade. I've been trading good for the past 6 months or maybe a year. And when I started trading, I used to trade GBP USD. That was the pair that I used to trade, but I switched to trading gold for about 6 months to a year ago. And the reason I switched to trading gold was because GBP USD was not quite volatile. Like, I can be in a trade for a long time and the trade will be around my entry point. It will still be around my entry point. So I decided to get a pair that's very volatile. So that's when I discovered gold and started trading gold. So today I'm going to show you my strategy, the simple strategy that I use to trade. So before I trade, I just start on the daily time frame. As you can see, we are on the daily time frame. So anytime I start my day to trade, when I come to the daily time frame, I just look at the price action, what is going on in the market. So as you can see, last week, gold, for the past, I think last week or for about 2 weeks now, gold has been trending down. Even though it just hit, for about 3 weeks ago, it hit its highest point that it has ever been, but after that it started dropping. So when I come to the daily time frame, I just look at what currently the price is doing, and as we can see, I just look at price action. So this part, we can see gold was trending. So it was trending downwards. Yeah. So when I see this kind of market, I kind of start to trade according to what the market is doing. Yeah. So with this part, what I realized was, when gold came down, it pulled back, came down here, it pulled back. So anytime it pulled back, that means that it's going to go down again. So that's basically what I look at to kind of think about what I'm going to do in the trade. So let's take this part for example. Here, gold was trending downwards and it changed around this point because at this point there was no strong bullish candle during this place. So immediately I see this kind of bullish candle, then I change my bias, then I start trading based on this candle. So at this point I will start to buy. Yeah. After looking at what is going on the daily time frame, I switch to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, I don't use any kind of trend lines or Fibonacci or any tools. I just look at what is going on the price action, what price is telling me, and market structure. So with the market structure, I use the market structure on the 50 minutes time frame. So on the daily, 4 hours, and the 1 hour, I just look at what is currently going on in those time frames. Yeah. So when I come to the 4 hour time frame too. I look at what is currently going on. So when I see this kind of market, when there is more bullish or more bearish candles, that tells me that I should start buying or I should sell. So in this kind of market, in market like this, even when I see these kind of candle streets coming downwards, I'll be looking for sell opportunities. And when I see these kind of candles here, then I will also start to buy, because on the 4 hour on the higher time frames, it actually determines what I'm going to do in the market. So after looking at the 4 hour time frame, daily time frame, and also the 1 hour time frame, and the 1 hour time frame also suggests the current trend that I should be doing. So with the 1 hour time frame, as you can see, even if I'm looking at a buy trade at this point, I'm not going to enter because the price action has changed here, even though I will still be looking for buy. So but until I see a bullish candle on the 1 hour time frame, I'm not going to be buying the market. Yeah. So let's move to the 15 minutes time frame, where I actually take my trade and what I look out for before taking the trade. So when I'm on the 15-minute time frame, let me illustrate it with this. No, let me the part here. So when I'm on the 15-minute time frame, when I discover my bias or I get what I want to trade for, maybe for the day, I just switch to the 15-minute time frame. So on the 15-minute time frame, I just look at market structure. So when I see market go up like this, comes down, at this point I'm not going to trade. I'll wait for market to go up again, come down. So anytime gold makes this kind of retracement, then it tells me that the price is actually going to have another impulse movement. So when it comes to this point, then I start looking at, sometimes I look at pin bar or any of the candlestick patterns. So either I'm looking at pin bar, bullish engulfing, and the candlestick patterns, and sometimes the W pattern, double bottom. So if maybe when price comes to this point and I see price moving like this, it creates a double bottom here, then I go in at this point. Maybe I missed this first trade, I could have got maybe 100 pips, but if I don't get, I miss this kind of trade, then I go in here and buy the market at this point. So let me show you a few examples on the charts. So this was the week I was actually, this week I was, I think that was last 2 weeks, or yeah, last 2 weeks. So I was really selling good. I was selling good anytime that I see this kind of pullback. So let's take here for example. So here good made an impulse movement, pulled back, made an impulse movement, pulled back to this point, and when it came, it made this candlestick pattern. So when I see this kind of pattern, then I start to think of selling. But this is not the kind of pattern normally I trade. So when for me to confirm that I need to sell, the pattern, the second candle needs to be a little volatile. I think it needs to be a little strong. This is very small for me to decide to maybe sell the market. But when I see a pattern like this one, the pin bar, this candlestick pattern, this is what where I actually go all in when I see this kind of pattern. Yeah. So another example is here. Here when it's created this lower low, it's pulled back, came back here, and this is another candlestick pattern that you can trade with. When I see this kind of candlestick pattern, then I kind of sell the market. So this is the market structure that I look at when trading the market. And another, you can see another example here too. So this, at this point, price came back, pulled back, and gave this candlestick pattern. So this actually one of the patterns that when I normally see this pattern, like I go all in when I see this kind of pattern. That means price is actually ready to move downwards. And we can see here too, so price came down, pulled back to this point, and when price pulled back, you see what happened afterwards. When price came back to this point, you see what happened. We had this impulse move here, and after that we saw another impulse movement. And as you can see, this place I would have taken a trade here, but I would have actually been in a loss. And you know, it's part of the game, so sometimes you lose. It's not any time that when you take the trade, like it goes, sometimes you hit stop loss, and sometimes like you win the trade. So this place I would have actually taken a trade here. At this point I would have taken a trade here, but I would have hit stop loss because I would have put my stop loss right here at the top of this candle, or yeah, at the top of this candle. So here's where I would have put in my stop loss, yeah. But I would have hit stop loss after that. So this is how I trade. I just use basic market structure. I look at the what the market is doing on the higher time frame, come to the 15 minutes time frame, then I look at the market structure and trade based on the market structure, what the 15 minutes is doing. Yeah, so this is how I trade, and I use this kind of simple method to flip my account. Sometimes I get 100%, sometimes it doesn't actually go well, so like you get maybe 50% on your account, and sometimes too you blow the account. Yeah, that also happens quite some few times. So once again, my name is Opukwaji, my Bismarck. I post trading content on this channel, and if this is the first time seeing me on your screen, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Peace.